Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is Benazir Hakro, the student of the Department of Business Administration from Sindh University campus Larkana. Viewers, today we talk about on the topic of taxation. Means what is tax, types of tax, why we pay the tax, also importance of the tax, and this lecture is supervised by Madam Shagufta Salim. Now I am going to start my lecture. We know that today our topic is taxation. So first we have to clear the meaning of the tax. So what is tax? Tax is a compulsory contribution to the state revenue imposed by the government towards the workers. In simple words, tax is a money that people have to pay to the government. Now next question is, why we pay this tax to the government? There are so many reasons to pay these taxes. First one is, our taxes will help to government to increase the revenue. And revenue is a term which is used for annual income of the government. The next one is, government pay to those people who are working for it with our taxes. Like this, salaries of government workers such as on military, police, education and health. On the other hand, government also use this tax money to maintain the services to the people, such as to build the roads, bridges, sewers, also like parks, libraries and other common services. Here I am bringing a video for you. It will help you to understand that why we pay this tax to the government. Why do we pay taxes? Government provides services such as police services and roads to the public. The government also pays salaries of civil servants. The public does not directly pay for these goods and services all the time of public servants when they visit to the government offices. But indirectly means of taxation, the government must therefore regularly decide how much is spent, what is spent on and how to finance its expenditure. This is a reason why we pay the taxes. We all want to government services such as better education, more policing and better roads. All these things cost money. The government pays by continuous demands to increase the expenditure as people want more goods and services from government. And these demands include free houses and free basic services such as electricity and water. The provisions of the services to the needy paid for by means of the taxes raised for the more fortunate and also large redistribution of income from the base to the recipients. The finance of our government are much like that our households. All these amount spent by government for exceed of their household as such responsibilities are much larger. The government is expenditure and require income to cover such expenditures. The difference between these two items represent a positive or a negative Visco balance. If expenditure exceeds income, the government must borrow the short funds and the government pays interest on these borrowed funds. The borrowed capital must also be repaid when the time period for the which money borrowed, and the government can therefore not borrow unlimited amounts of money. People do not like to pay the taxes, but nevertheless they expect the government to supply the goods and services. It is therefore important for the government to make sure the taxpayers feel vacant the value for money to pay these taxes. What happens if I do not pay my taxes? It is illegal not to pay the taxes and such action is known as tax evasion. People engaged in tax evasion because the payment of taxes is unpopular. This is usually referred to the evasion of personal income tax. For example, VAT is already included in the prices of goods and services, making it much more difficult to evade. An example of tax evasion is someone who sells the goods at the logo fully market but does not clear the profit made is income. Tax evasion should not be confused with the tax avoidance. Tax avoidance is a quite illegal and is a practice of exploiting. So, could a tax loop lose the found in taxation lose our country? It usually requires the help of taxation expert or financial planner. It has, however, lowered the government tax revenue and goods. Therefore, creates some frustration among these taxpayers who are not in position to avoid the taxes. Do people in all countries pay taxes? There are point of view countries with the citizen of country are not required pays personal income tax. These are mostly countries with rich natural resources such as oil and gas reserves. For such, sufficient government revenue can be obtained and thus there is no need to raise the more money by means of personal taxation. However, in most of these countries, other types of taxation such as high corporate income tax, especially for foreign owned companies, still applies. Living in a country is the responsibility and first duty of every civil citizen. Lead the tax to the government. Now let's see the types of taxes. There are so many types of taxes, but here we will discuss about main two types of taxes, which are direct and indirect. Now, direct taxes are the taxes which are imposed on income or profit of person, generate from buildings, lands, income from businesses and income from professions. On the other hand, indirect taxes are those taxes which are imposed on consumptions of the people and transfer of goods and property. Now let's see the difference between direct and indirect taxes. Here is another video for you. It will help to understand in better way the main difference between direct and indirect taxes. From history of taxation, we already learned that government needs funds to run the country and those funds are collected as taxes from people of the country. The various taxes are collected by Central Board of Revenue. The Central Board of Revenue is divided into Central Board of Direct Tax and Central Board of Excise and Customs. The Central Board of Direct Tax is responsible for collecting the direct taxes, and the Central Board of Excise and Customs is responsible for the collecting indirect taxes. Now let us understand the difference between direct tax and indirect tax. The first difference is direct taxes are imposed on person and indirect taxes are imposed on goods and services. Let us understand with the help of example. Mr. Ram is running a restaurant and he is serving the delicious foods and hence making a huge profit. Ram has made sales of rupees 15 lakhs by selling foods. After deducting all the expenses of the restaurant of rupees 10 lakh, his annual profit can be rupees 5 lakhs. Now Ram has to pay taxes supposing 10,000 on the profit made by him to the government. This will be called as direct tax. Since simple Ram is a person. Taking the same example of Ram, now let's understand the indirect tax. Mr. Ram also collect the tax from his customer on food from his restaurant. That tax which is collected on food is included in bill. It is termed as indirect tax, since it is not from person but collected from food. Now let's understand another difference between direct and indirect taxes. Direct taxes are directly borne by the person on whom it is imposed out of his own pocket, whereas indirect tax is imposed on one person but borne by another person out of their pocket. Let's understand this with the help of same example of above. When Mr. Ram made a profit of rupees 5 lakhs and paid taxes of rupees 10,000 directly to the government, the burden is directly on him. Secondly, when Mr. Ram sold food to his customer, he charged tax on food in the bill collected from customer and paid it to the government. In this case, the government has made it Ram liable to pay taxes. However, he shifted his burden by collecting it from his customer, not from his out of pocket. So we call it indirect tax. Hence, summarize, we can say when tax is imposed on one person and borne by the same person, then it is called direct tax. On the other hand, when tax is imposed on one person and borne by another person, then it will be called indirect tax. I hope the difference between direct and indirect tax is clear. Now let's see the importance of tax in the economy. So finally, if we want to make our country strong, then we have to pay tax honestly to the government. Otherwise, we can't lace the burden or debit from foreign countries. All the developed countries follow the tax system and it is the key of their development. So, if we want to make our country strong and our economy, then we have to pay these taxes honestly to the government, and that will help our country to lead the way from underdeveloped to developed. In last, I am thankful to all of you and especially Madam Shagufta Salim who gave me the opportunity to record my lecture. Thanks for watching. Allah Negeban.